On Sunday, the Chargers visited the Jets in a rematch of their thrilling wild card playoff game last season. In that game, the Jets escaped with a 20-17 overtime victory that sent the Chargers home for the spring. Fast forward to Week 9 of the 2005 season, and these same two teams are still going in opposite directions. Only now the tables had turned. While neither team currently owned a winning record, the Chargers at 500 were still very much in the thick of things in the AFC. And a win versus the Jets would give the Bolts their first winning record of the 2005 season.
NFL Replay is brought to you by Miller Lite. Great taste, less filling. Miller. Good call.
Now, a little comparison. You see the difference, don't you?
Garbage.
So we are just about set for game time. Gates motions from left to right. Breeze gives for Tomlinson. Bounces it outside right. Makes a move at the 40. Cuts it back at the 35. Stumbles and falls at the 30. And is touched up by the Jets as he's rolling forward. Kerry Rhodes made the stop at the 25-yard line. If Tomlinson doesn't lose his footing, he cut it back and he might have been gone. Second down and 6 at the Jet 21. Breeze back to throw. Pumps right. Comes back to the left. Dumps it off to Antonio Gates. Stiff arms a man at the 20. He's down to the 15, at the 10, at the 5. Upended at the 2-yard line by Rashad Washington. So Antonio Gates goes for 17, and the Chargers have it first and goal at the Jet 4.
Antonio Gates stays in the block. Little stiff arm in there to Victor Hobson. 17 yards later, the Chargers have it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal. Breeze gives for Tomlinson off the left side. Cuts it back to the right. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. A 4-yard touchdown run for LaDainian Tomlinson. And boy, did the Chargers make the opening drive for themselves look very, very easy. Marching down the field and getting the game's first point.
Just 7 plays. Once they realized the Jets were shifting personnel on first and second down, Drew Brees went underneath the center. Hurry up offense, not allowing the Jets defenders to get set, and they moved the ball right down the field.
LaDainian Tomlinson's 11th rushing touchdown of the season. Tomlinson again the lone setback. 3 wide receivers, back to throw Breeze. Quickly over the middle, hits Gates in the open field at the 40. He's to midfield and brought down at the Jet 48-yard line. Brought down in the play by Washington and Coleman after a bullet up the middle for 22 yards to Antonio Gates.
Gates now 2 receptions, 39 yards, lined up in the slot position. A quick slant inside, 22 yards on the pickup.
And now Caldwell goes wide left, and Barrett much closer to the line, backing off a bit now, only 5 yards off the line. Back to throw Breeze, looks left, now comes back to the right. Hits Tomlinson in the flat at the 30, makes a move at the 20, he's down to the 10, 5, waltzes into the end zone for a touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson with his second touchdown here in the first quarter. One of the rushing variety, now one of the passing variety. And with 2:21 to go in the first quarter, the Chargers have broken on top by 2 scores.
And Bob, he comes out of the backfield on a little swing pass. He's matched up one-on-one with Ty Law. 4-time Pro Bowler just gets shook out of his jock out there. Takes outside, inside. Ty Law is still trying to find out what happened.
Eyes set. Testaverde calling signals. Gives for Curtis Martin. Hurdles over the pile into the end zone for a touchdown. Curtis Martin caps the drive that was set up by the Chris Baker completion. B.J. Askew helped clear the way, and the Jets get on the board and actually jump back in the game. That is the 100th career touchdown for Curtis Martin.
One thing about Curtis, he's smart enough to know when you're going into the line of scrimmage, you go up and over. Good block up front by Brandon Moore. A nice little pile there. So what's he do? He leaves the ground about at the 3-yard line and hurdles his way into the end zone.
First and 10 San Diego at their own 39. Breeze back to throw. Looking left. Fires to the near sideline. The pass is caught. Vincent Jackson working on Justin Miller. Brought down by Miller at the Jet 43. Breeze in a shotgun set. He is 7 of 8 for 103 yards and a touchdown. Perfect passer rating so far. On 3rd and 20, drops to throw. All the time in the world. Fires deep left, and the pass is caught at the Jet 32-yard line by Keenan McCardell, and that should be good enough for a San Diego first down. A gain of 21 yards. They needed 20. Justin Miller on the tackle, but somehow, with all the time in the world for Drew Brees to throw, the Jets never got close to him. It was McCardell who found a soft spot. 1st and 10 San Diego at the Jet 32-yard line. Gates motions right now back to the left. Play action. Trees drops the throw. Fires deep over the middle. Gates makes the catch. Inside the 10. Down to the 5. And brought down at the 3-yard line by Kerry Rhodes. A bullet over the middle by Drew Brees to Antonio Gates. It's 1st and goal San Diego. Antonio Gates, the tight end, set right. 2nd and goal at the 6-inch line. Drew Brees calling signals. Takes the snap, handoff Tomlinson, up the middle, walks into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown here in the first half. 7:54 to go in the second quarter. The Chargers have 20 points on the board, and LaDainian Tomlinson has 3 touchdowns. We're not even midway through the second quarter. Coles wide left, McCairns to the near side right. 2nd down and 5 for the Jets at their own 45. McCairns motions from right to left. Testaverde back to throw, under some pressure, fires left, caught by Coles. Wide open at the Chargers 45. Makes a pile up. Happened at about the 42-yard line. He juked until 3 other Chargers arrived. Quentin Jammer, the first to bring him down, but that is good enough for a Jet first down. A 36-yard field goal attempt from the right hash for Mike Nugent. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Drew Brees spreads the field with 4 wide receivers. Shotgun set, the Jets with a 4-man front, and they rush for it. Brees straight back, looking left. Lobbing one down the left side. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 5-yard line by David Barrett. And he hands the ball off and fumbles it. It's loose at the 14-yard line. A flag comes out. And whatever happens regarding the recovery of that fumble, that will probably go as an illegal forward handoff or forward lateral on the part of David Barrett, who was trying to make a play and is now injured on the play. Gerald Saul motions from left to right. Testaverde straight back to throw. Has time. Fires deep over the middle. Looking for Justin McCairns on the bomb. Incomplete. Flag flies at the 5-yard line. Quentin Jammer was back one-on-one in coverage. This will be pass interference and will give the Jets 1st and goal inside the 10. So now Mike Nugent on to attempt a 23-yard field goal from the right hash. The snap, the placement down by Ben Graham. The kick by Nugent is up and good. With 11:10 to go in the 3rd quarter, the Jets tack on 3 more. Chrebet, Coles, and McCairns. Coles motions slowly from right to left. Back to throw Testaverde. Under pressure. He'll be sacked back at the 15-yard line. Sean Phillips blew around left end and brought down Testaverde. The Jets go 3 downs and out. They will be forced to punt. 3rd and goal at the 1 for San Diego. Tomlinson dots the I as McCardell motions left. Handoff LT. Walks off the left side into the end zone for his 4th touchdown of the afternoon. LaDainian Tomlinson with 1 touchdown through the air and 3 on the ground, and the Chargers lead 27-13. Jets come to the line with 2 tight ends. Doug Jolly set left to the near side right, Baker. A slot to the far side left, Coles wide, and in the slot McCairns. Brooks, pitch out, running left, Curtis Martin cuts it back up the middle, has room across the 30, across the 40, gets to midfield, and is brought down in Chargers territory by Clinton Hart from behind at the San Diego 48-yard line. Offset eye, Curtis Martin, the deep back. 5-man front again for San Diego. Back to throw, Bollinger under pressure, scrambling to his right, looking downfield, directing traffic. Lobs one, caught, wide open at the 15-yard line, and down the right sideline is Doug Jolly. He's knocked out of bounds at the 6 with a Jet first down. The Jets with 2nd and goal at the 5. Play action, Bollinger flips to the near side left, caught by Soul, walks into the end zone for a touchdown. Brooks Bollinger with the first Jet touchdown pass in 4 games.
Boy, and he's pumping a fist. He's running to the sidelines. Fans on top of their seats. Everybody standing here at the Meadowlands. The excitement is back.
The crowd back in the game, and Nugent sends one sailing to the goal line, taken by Sproles out to his left, across the 10, across the 15, has room to the near side, he's at the 30, right sideline 40, cuts it back past Nugent, and gets to midfield before he's brought down. 2nd and 6 for the Chargers, back to throw Brees, looks over the middle, throws it up the seam, caught again by Gates, inside the 25 down to the 21-yard line. Kerry Rhodes made the tackle, but Marty, that has to be at least the 4th or 5th time in the game where Antonio Gates has run an identical pattern right down that right seam, and every time Drew Brees finds him for 20-plus yards. So the second-year kicker will line up an 18-yard kick from the right hash. It is up, and it is good with 8:35 to go now in the 4th quarter. The The Chargers once again have made it an 11-point game. Curtis Martin alone set back as Soul motions from left to right. Bollinger play action, steps up, looks right, throws right sideline, wide open McCairns. Takes the catch at the 25. He's down to the 20-yard line. It's a Jet first down and a gain of 17 yards. Second down and 10. The Chargers show blitz. Here they come. Bollinger under pressure, rolling left, dodging tacklers and now sacked. Brought down by Sean Merriman back at the 28-yard line. 3 wide receivers. Takes the direct snap, drops back, steps up in the pocket, looks left, fires sideline left. Wide open Chrebet. Makes the catch inside the 10. Dances out of bounds at the 8-yard line. That's a Jet first down. Offset eye. Curtis Martin, the deep back. Bollinger back to throw. Stumbles. Fires a timing pattern in the end zone. Caught by Coles. Is he in? Yes! Touchdown! Lavernius Coles got his toes down. The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion to try and cut the lead to a field goal with 6:14 to go. Brooks Bollinger, who had never thrown a touchdown pass in his NFL career, has 2 in the second half, and the Jets are alive. Bollinger calling signals on the 2-point conversion attempt. Martin empties the backfield, motions to the right. Dropping back Bollinger, throws left incomplete, knocked down at the line. It was batted down by a blitzing Jerry Wilson. A 3rd and 14 for the Chargers at their own 40. Play action for Breeze, under pressure. Hit, drops the ball, it's on the ground, picked up by Jonathan Vilma. Oh, the Jets come up with a sack and a turnover. Vilma on the recovery. John Abraham making that big play that we talked about earlier. The Jets desperately needed. And with 3:06 to go, the Meadowlands is an insane asylum. Bollinger calling signals. Takes the snap. Back to throw. Looks left. Throws left. Caught by Chrebet at the 10. First down, Jets. What a catch by Chrebet. The clock continues to run. Jerry Wilson drove Chrebet down, and he is injured and flat on his back. Chrebet has a concussion history, so this is an issue of deep concern. The Jets looking for one play from the 3-yard line. 4th and goal at the 3. They trail by 5. Split backs in the backfield. Jolly motions to the left. Timing pattern, back right corner of the end zone from McCairns. Knocked away. Incomplete. Quentin Jammer knocked it away. And an inspirational comeback attempt by Brooks Bollinger, and the Jets will fall short at the Meadowlands as the Jets turn it over on downs with 53 seconds remaining. The final score at the Meadowlands: San Diego 31, the Jets 26.
This has been a presentation of the NFL Network.